Hey there, it is Binky back today with yet another review. This one is on another eyeshadow palette and the company is from Germany and it is Zoeva. And this palette is called En Taupe. I have a few. I took the plunge, and to do that I had to buy a few palettes to make the shipping worth it. Just note that you're going to be paying not a hefty shipping charge, at least not to the US. I'm in New York City, but there is a shipping charge and some VAT taxes depending on your country, and those will vary and you are responsible for those. But you know, I ordered a few to make it worth my while for the shipping, and they are here. But I wanted to start out with the neutral palette on Taupe because you can never turn your nose up to a good neutral. They're perfect for the professional woman or somebody who doesn't want a lot of wild colors, and that's okay too. So here we are. What I liked about this palette is that, as you can see, it varies. You know, there's a couple warm tones, a couple cool tones, but for the most part I feel like these are very neutral and would work on a lot of skin tones. There are some swatches that I did, but I do wanted to show live what it looks like. You can see, especially light tones here going quite nicely. I'll do it right here so you can see they're going decently. It's a little bit hard to see the peach just because it matches my skin tone a little bit more because I am very pale. But as you can see, they're very buttery, very smooth, not a lot of fallout. Go into the finger nicely. And there you can see. Some of them are a little bit harder to see. They aren't coming up as well as I would like, but they are buttery smooth, quite nice. And again, little fallout, which is really appreciated. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show the swatches next up close and personal, and then I will come back with my final thoughts. Hey there, so you can see there are a few hit and misses in this collection. So Wrapped in Silk is one of them. You know, it goes on all right, but is it showing up as well as I'd like? No, it's very, very light. But then you have something like Old Master, which shows up quite well. But then again, I have really, really pale skin, so everything is going to show up on me really well compared to somebody else who may be darker complected. As you can see, there's not a lot of fallout, which is really appreciated, but what I will say is that the colors are not necessarily as pigmented as I would like. You know, the white one, the pearly white one, you know, shows up all right. The red one, or reddish purple, shows up decently, but a lot of these you're going to have to do a lot of work to get the color that you want. And I did try these out last week to see how they wore. They wore really well. I always wear a primer just because I have oily skin, so I always wear a primer to make sure the makeup stays on well. It did stay on well, but the problem that I had was that it took a while to build up a certain eye look, which in the morning I don't have time for that just because I'm not a morning person, so I'm like trying to make the eye look happen, and it took, you know, 4 or 5 swipes to get what I was looking for. They blended well, the colors didn't get muddy, when I was working with them, but the payoff was not great. So they're very buttery smooth, not a lot of fallout, but the pigmentation is lacking in a lot of these colors. And you can also see that in the swatch video as well. So all in all, you know, I'm not overly impressed. I hate saying that. There's other products that I'm trying from this company. It may just be this one. But if you are darker than I am, which is most people, hey, I live in Brooklyn. If you're a little bit darker skin tone than me, these are going to be a tough sell. Because I'm light, and I'm like a white palette. Everything shows up on me. But these didn't as well as I would like. I'm going to keep trying it. I will put how it works on my blog as I work with it more and more and how I feel about it. But I just feel like there's better palettes here in the US that you could get. I paid about $24 to $26 for this palette, and for me, I don't know if it was worth that. You're better off, you know, getting one of a higher end, like the Too Faced chocolate palette would be a great neutral, but if that's too high end, that's okay. Don't worry about it, because BH Cosmetics always has sales, and they have fabulous things very similar to this that are very affordable. So I think it might be best to spend your money elsewhere, especially here in the US where you can get some free shipping. So that's my review. It doesn't mean I'm giving up on Zoeva. It's just that En Taupe was not my favorite product. Until next time, have a fabulous day. Bye!